Hey guys, it's Jolene. I have a little tutorial for you guys today. It's a very gloomy day out. It has been for quite some time now, and if you're anything like me, I'm one of those that if it's like really gloomy, I just don't feel like doing much. I don't feel like getting out of my PJs or putting makeup on. I mean, that's the last thing that you want to do. But I wanted to put on makeup today, so I thought that I would film this quick little tutorial for you guys. It's a talk through, so it'll be a little bit longer. But it's something super simple. It's something that you can just like put together really quickly but feel pretty and put together. Especially like on a cloudy day when, you know, it's just gloomy, you know, and it kind of puts your mood down. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. Like I said, it's a talk through, so it's going to be a little bit longer than a get ready with me, but I hope you guys don't mind that. And if you would like to see this look, then just keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do barefaced. Obviously you can see that I am like red and kind of splotchy. Since the seasons have changed, I've noticed that my eczema has come back on my face. I've been doing really good through the summer. Well, spring and summer. Hadn't had any problems until recently within the last, I'd say, week and a half. Probably since I've been sick. I don't know if that's kind of what triggered it or what. Usually when I start having problems with this coming back, I use the Neosporin Eczema Essentials. This is the hydrocortisone anti-itch cream, and it looks like that. And this actually really helps clear this up, and it helps take away the itch and the burn, and usually makes it a little less red. I just now found this because it had been packed away, so I put it on. But because of that, I will definitely be using my beauty blender, even though I usually that's all I ever use anyways. But I feel like when this is like really agitated, it's raised, like bumpy. So I feel like the beauty blender kind of pats it in and doesn't agitate it as much. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my erase paste in number 2 and put this on my lovely dark circles, because they're bad. Haven't been sleeping the best again, so you can always tell when I don't sleep well, because then these are like 10 times worse. And if my lighting is off today, guys, it's because it has been nothing but cloudy for the last week and a half. So like there's no sunshine. So I'm having to come up with artificial light, which I mean I have my ring light anyways, but usually I've got the sun to kind of help give me some extra light, but not lately. So if it's off, I apologize. I'm gonna have to try to figure out a new routine of lighting, since obviously it's going to be cloudy probably a lot. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is in 102 Shell Beige, and then the Urban Decay 1.0. And hopefully between the little concoction I can come up with a set that'll match. This is looking a little close, so we're going to hope. So from my last tutorial, which that day of filming was, I did my Grace box unboxing and trying, and then I did the green smoky eye. Nothing out of the ordinary. The only thing really new that I used was my beauty blender, but I washed it and whatnot. But I come up with like hives on either side of my neck. Just on my neck though, like it didn't go anywhere else. I mean, obviously I was itchy kind of like everywhere, but I think that was more mental. But like the actual hives were mainly on this side, which I think I still have some. I don't know if you can see it, kind of, yeah. Just right here and on this side. And I don't know what happened. It's not bothering me now. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was something that I ate. I've never really had a food allergy. other than there was one time that I was allergic to like yellow rice, which doesn't really, I don't really know what that signifies, but and I never really tried it since then just because I've been, you know, scared to try it, but I loved it. And I kind of, there's been different times that I've gone to like the grocery store and I'll see like the packages of the yellow rice and I'm always like, ooh, I really want to try it again. But I'm really scared because I got high really bad. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was just a fluke and I wasn't really allergic to anything, or the only other thing that I did different, and I can't really say it was different. I mean, I've used it before, but I used my L'Oreal Infallible, but I realized that it was just a smidge too dark, so then I mixed it in with the Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC+. But I barely used any of this, and I've always used this. It's not like it's something new that I haven't used. I mean, granted, I haven't used it since probably last fall or last winter, but I mean, still, it shouldn't be bad. I don't know. It was weird. But it's still, I mean, it's still just, you can see it. I don't know. It's a little itchy, but nothing like it was. I've been taking Benadryl, which in turn then just makes me sleep all the time because I'm not very good with Benadryl. Benadryl and I do not mix. But anyways, that was my little dilemma. Next thing that I'm going to take is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. I'm still working on this one. I am literally getting like every single drop out of this thing. I'm not going to do a super big highlight today. Because it's so cloudy, I just don't really feel like doing anything like glamorous. Or, you know, I want to keep it very simple, if that makes sense. So we're going to go pretty easy on the concealer. And then I think for eyes, I think I'm just going to keep it really simple. Kind of one of those I don't know how to put it, like Your Skin But Better kind of looks, I guess. I don't know. Only for the eyes. But I'm really not going to do anything too crazy. When it comes to like my face either. I'm not going to do a super big highlight or anything like that. I just want to keep it really simple. The next thing I'm going to take is my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And then I'm going to take my little Real Techniques. This is the setting brush. Looks like that. And then just tap this underneath. So I'm actually filming this on Halloween, and I don't dress up for Halloween. Actually, we're getting my niece after she gets done going trick-or-treating, so I'm super excited for that. She's requested that we watch Hocus Pocus, which I am not opposed of at all. Uncle Matt, on the other hand, may not like it, but I promised her that we could watch it. So we're going to do that. But I don't ever really dress up for Halloween. It's not that I don't like Halloween, and I think it's really cool. But nobody around here really does Halloween parties that I know of, or that I hang around with, or whatever, so I just kind of chill at home. And we don't really get a lot of kids that come out to the house, so I usually just have my niece, which that's fine with me. It's not, I forgot to get candy. Isn't that sad? Like, I know that she's coming over, but I forgot to get candy, so I have to go pick up some candy for her before she comes, because otherwise she's going to be very upset that I don't have candy. I love her. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my face, but I'm going to do this like it's going to be very easy. I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit, and then these two colors, but mainly the middle one. And we're just going to bronze up the face just a little bit, nothing too crazy. Like I said, this is going to be like I want to wear makeup, but I don't want to do anything too crazy kind of makeup. I saw a commercial today. Was it this morning or was it last night? It might have been last night. I stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. But it was talking about how since it was Halloween, now Walmart was already bringing out holiday stuff. And I'm like, dude, it is way too early for Christmas stuff. Now, I understand parents wanting to get Christmas started. I totally get that. But the decorations and stuff is a little much. But that's just me. I feel like I used to love Christmas. Like I used to love Christmas. But I feel like since my dad passed away a few years ago that Christmas just doesn't, I don't know, I just don't get into the spirit like I used to, which I wish I could because I used to love it a lot. I mean, basically my entire wedding was focused around winter and snowflakes and like a winter wonderland type deal. So, I mean, I love that kind of, that time and stuff, but it's always just kind of been different since he's been gone. But enough about that. Otherwise I'll start crying. It's been a bad weekend. That's all I'm going to do really for like bronzing. I may go back here in a little bit afterwards, but we're going to go ahead and get started on the eyes. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera because it takes me forever. But I have stopped using the NYX pencil that's kind of like the Anastasia one, and I've gone back to using the Anastasia brow powder, and this is in medium brown. And I really just use the dark side for 90% of it, and then I'll use the lighter shade just for like up here on the inner part of my eyebrow. So I'm going to do that, and then I will come back and we can start on the eyes. Okay, so the eyebrows are done, so now we're going to get started on the eyes. And I'm going to take my beloved MAC Painterly Paint Pot and just put this on your eye, eyelid to brow bone. Like I said, this is just going to be really easy. I'm going to try to bring this in just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. This is going to be a pretty easy look. I like I said, I'm not trying to do anything super fancy. Just one of those days where you feel like I want to do something, but I don't want to do a lot. That's the kind of day I'm having. So, I think I'm going to go in with the Morphe 35T palette. But first, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek Vanilla Bean, which is right here. Whoa. All over the place today. There. And we're going to set that paint pot just to help everything blend in. What is this hair doing? My hair, I'm growing my hair back out because it's fall and I don't know, I guess I'm over the shorter hair. But it's in like this stage where it's like, do you see this? Like it's just, it's in that awkward, I don't give a fudge stage where it just doesn't want to do anything that you really want it to do. So I'm gritting my teeth until it gets out of that stage. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Morphe 35T palette. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's the second one down. It's kind of like a light tan. It's a very neutral color. And I'm just going to run that on a Sigma E35 tapered blending. We're just going to run that in our crease. I feel like I turn to this palette a lot. It has like a ton of neutrals, but it also has like some darker colors in there that are they're beautiful. I love this palette. I don't think it gets enough talk. I know everybody loves like the 35O, which I didn't get. Not that I don't want it, But every time I've tried to get it, it's always been sold out, so I've just kind of been letting it go, you know, kind of get the hype down off of it, and then I'll go get it. But I don't really see a lot of people talk about the 35T palette. But honestly, I mean, look at these colors. They're beautiful. You've got a wide array of golds and taupes and purples, and you've got a silver one down here. It's a beautiful palette. I love this palette. And like I said, like I feel like I gravitate towards it so often just because of how many beautiful colors it's got in here. So now I get to try to choose which one I want. I honestly think I'm just going to go in with this one right down here. It's kind of like a pink. I think I'm going to do that. Just see, look at that. I mean, I barely touch, that's one tap. One tap of my brush. And I mean, look at how much color. I mean, it's a beautiful color. The pigmentation is insane. And I don't really get fallout from it. I take that back. There was one that I did get fallout on. But I don't even remember which one it was, honestly. And it wasn't like, it wasn't bad. I think it was because it was one of those colors that I didn't think was going to pick up very well. So I was just like tapping my brush in it, and I think it just was super pigmented, and then it just kind of like fell out a little bit. But it was super easy to brush off and didn't leave like a funny color on me or anything. So see, that's really, I mean, it's a beautiful color. Like like I said, I was going to keep this pretty neutral, so I think I'm going to go in with, where is my brush? This one. This is it's a Coastal Scents. It's just like a little dome brush. And I'm going to go in with this darker shade right here. Wait, where did it go? This one. This one right there. I feel like maybe some people are intimidated, or they don't think that this is a good palette because a lot of these colors kind of do look alike, but once you use them, like if you swatch them on your fingers, you realize that they actually have very different looks to them. Like some of them may all have like the same color base to them, but then some of them have like a copper or a purple or a bronze to like a tone to them. That way it kind of changes it up a little bit. Like this one that I'm going to use is more of like a kind of like a brownish burgundy with looks like silver kind of like sparkles to them. So it kind of switches it up and makes it a little bit darker. So we're just going to put that on our outer V. Now see, in the pan, I mean, it looks dark, but it's actually even a little bit darker, like once you put it on your eye. I don't know. I really love this palette. Okay. And then to kind of tone that down just a little bit, I'm going to go in with, okay, so then I'm going to go in with this one right up here, just to kind of tone down the darkness of that, because I really want this just to be kind of like a mellow kind of look. I don't want it to be super crazy. And obviously this is a pretty shimmery look. I will say that there are a lot of shimmery, almost metallic colors in this palette. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matte shades, and then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like satin kind of colors, but then the rest of them are pretty well metallic, but I don't mind that. I like metallic colors. So I'm just going to go back in with that original color that we put on the lid and just put that back on there, just kind of even everything out. And it looks like I don't know, I freaking love that palette. So then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Geek Outer V pencil brush type deal. And I am going to go in with, I think I'll go in with this burgundy shade right down here. Right there. On the lower lash line, just kind of smoke it out just a little. Nothing too crazy. Now I will say that the mattes in these, they're not hard to work with, but some show up a little more than others. And some are a little smoother than others, I will say that. Like this burgundy is pretty pigmented and it's smooth to work with, but like the darker purple one, it's a little splotchy, or it can be. It depends on what brush you use, but I have noticed that it's a little spotty. Okay, so I really just kind of like that. You can go back in and get like one of the golds and pop it on the center if you really wanted to, but I think I'm just going to stick with this. I think that's why I like this palette, is because it's so universal. You can kind of go a little bit of any way you want to with it. So I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm just going to do some pencil liner and some mascara, and then that's it. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and we can finish up the face and the lips. Okay, so now that we got that done, all I did was I used my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara with the Milani Liquify Metallic Eyeliner Pencil, and this is just in 01 Black. So I used that on my tight line and my waterline, and actually smudged it on my actual lash line, and then used the mascara. For blush today, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with the, actually no, I think I'm going to go with, this is how indecisive I am. I'm going to actually go in with the MAC blush in Rosy Outlook. Ooh, there you go. It's kind of like a pinky peach color. I really like this blush because it's not like overpowering of pink. You know what I mean? Like you can build it up. It's not like one of those where like you barely tap it in and then it like gives you like a crap load of color. You can really work with this one. So you can go as light or as heavy as you want, but it's a very pretty, it gives a very nice flush to the cheeks. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in with something different. I'm going to actually go in with my Kevin Aquan Celestial Powder in Candlelight, and it just looks like that. It's kind of like a nudish pink kind of color. It's not quite as champagne as like the Laura Mercier, but has just as much pigmentation, honestly. I'm actually going to take my crown brush, this is like the dual-ended, and I'm going to take the pencil brush side and dip it in that, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Just to give me a little bit of awakeness in my inner corner. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and I'll use that as my brow bone highlight because I realized I forgot to do that. I really don't know why I don't use this more often, just because it's so pretty, but I tend to forget about it because I love the Laura Mercier one so much. But this one is a very, very pretty color. And I'm actually going to go in with my Sigma Tapered blending. This is the E40. And I'm going to pick some of that up again, and I'm just going to go in and intensify that highlight just a little bit more. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus lightly. Okay, I got a little heavy-handed on that, but if you ever go heavy-handed on it, just use your beauty blender and it'll kind of take it away. But like you can see kind of like my rosacea or the eczema kind of showing through a little bit, especially on my chin. But it happens, you know. You can't always have a good day on your face. Okay, so for lips, I'm actually going to use, and I've had these for a while. I've got a couple of them. I got them off of Hotlook. These are the Stila Longwear Lip Colors, and this is in Coquette. They look like this. They're actually really cute. They're just like little lip pencils, and then that's the color. Just like a really nice pinky kind of color. I guess I'm kind of going in a theme here, but I like these because for one, they smell like vanilla. Yeah. But two, they're actually very pigmented. But they're moisturizing on the face. They're not so much like a liquid lipstick and not quite a stain. I don't know. I like them. I forgot that I had them, and I was going through some of my old makeup, and I found it again, and I was like, oh yeah, I really like these. So that's what I chose for the lip. And there you have it, guys. This is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoy. Like I said, if you ever have like a day that's just really gloomy outside and you feel blah, but you really want to just put yourself together and have like a little bit of makeup, try this because it's like something super simple. But it's fun. I mean, it makes you look like you're put together, but it didn't really take a lot of effort. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!